Do not allow your children online without ensuring they know about the risks. This is a warning coming from an IT company specializing in cybersecurity awareness. No B for Africa says there's nearly 500,000 online predators active on the internet every single day. And, well, children between the ages of 12 and 15 are particularly vulnerable. So let's talk more about this with Anna Collett, the company's Senior Vice President of Content Strategy. Anna, good morning to you. Not the kind of, conversation that parents want to necessarily hear about, that there could be predators on the internet every single day, but equally important so they could be on the lookout and protect their children. So let's speak about those dangers on the internet, especially that impact on young children. What are we looking at here?
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for having me. I think that what we need to consider is the way we talk to our children about, street safety or just safety in general, keeping them safe on the playground. We need to have the same conversation about the digital space or the digital playground. Like you said, every day there's 500,000 predators out there that are out there to groom our children. And unfortunately, only about 20% of the kids are aware of the dangers. A lot of them, because they want to have more followers or more friends, will have their social media profiles public. And unfortunately, that lends themselves to, to attract people that they don't necessarily want to be in touch with. And often you wouldn't be able to pick that up very easily because these predators, they hide behind fake profiles. They use images that look like other teenagers or other kids. And meanwhile, you have, the predator behind it. Often it's sometimes even not a human. It could be a bot. So it's really important to open the communication channel with your kids, make them aware of the dangers, and just show them how to possibly spot these dangers.
Yeah, and you're saying that, teenagers or young children between 12 and 15 are most targeted. Why particularly that age group do you find that is problematic or very much highly impacted?
I think because that's the age when kids become teenagers and they are interested in sort of, expanding their world online. A lot of, if I think about my own kids, they're still sort of, they're 4 and 7, so I don't allow them to go online at all yet. But when they become sort of 11, 12, that's when a lot of them, may receive their first devices. They will be left online without supervision, and that's when the danger happens because they're not aware of how to conduct themselves necessarily. And
All right, so before I let you go then, Anna, give us some quick tips on how we as parents can be on the lookout on the internet. We are talking about kids that are very tech savvy here. They know how to get on TikTok, on social media, work their way through, an iPad. I have a 3-year-old who knows already how to find her way to YouTube for some cocomelon. So how do we then make sure as parents that we protect them?
Yeah, I think the first thing is, especially if you have a little one, is to put parental controls on your devices. So you can there's something called Kiddle, which is like a kid-friendly search engine. But even on YouTube, you can set up parental controls so that they don't even get to the sites that you don't want to see them. And by the way, there's another interesting stat is that by the time the kids are 10 years old, that's when they would have seen their first sort of pornographic material, which is not necessarily what we want as parents to happen. So that's the first step, is to put parental controls on. And you can just Google YouTube plus parental controls, or Google parental controls, iPhone, Android, and you will get the steps on how to do that. And then the second step is to really open the communication channel with your kid. When they're smaller, like in your age, the 3-year-old, she wouldn't understand that necessarily, but you can start with a role play, like take a dinosaur and another dinosaur and just explain that there are the bad ones and the good ones and how to interact, even in the offline world. So to playfully show them that it's okay to say no, that it's okay to tell someone, if you don't leave me alone, I will tell my parents or my teacher.
Right. I like that. Definitely.
By the way, and then thirdly, I think what we have to make them aware of is, and the predators act like that in the real world as well, is they they hide behind a fake profile. So there are tips that you could do. For example, right click on the image that you'll see, and then you do a reverse search. So you take that image and you search on Google, see if it's somewhere, if it's been used somewhere else.
Okay.
That's a great indicator that it's fake. And then teach them that these predators, what they do is they try and befriend you. They are extra nice. They will possibly offer gifts. So anything that is too nice, if somebody wants to, offer you a gift, if someone is asking about photographs, and even if the content is getting a bit explicit, those are all warning signs that, should go off, and then they should talk to you or talk to the parents to see.
Thank you so much, Anne. I think those are very, very important, tips, especially the point about, when someone's overly nice, then they might be wanting something from you, and you need to be cautious. Thank you for those tips, and hopefully parents can jot them and then just have a conversation with their kids. But Nicola from No Before Africa, thank you for making time to speak to us this morning.